Yeah. Imagine, forget the price. It's nice. Even though there's there the walls. It's pay for it all. Yeah, and that, I'm not gonna play that whole song. Hello, hello, hello there. Because one time on Facebook I got my video blocked. One time. Yeah. You are a motherfucker. I was just making sure you can still hear me. So let me make sure I can do this. Still. Okay, let's see if that works better. Nope, it does not work better. Okay, there we go. Hello, 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 hello there. I'm BRC. Can't you tell, can't you see by dawn's early light? Welcome to EBCV TV. November the, what is the 14th? Now well, actually yesterday night, or last night as I should say it. First off, I guess my dad said, hey, how are you? And I said, wrestling has a surprise tonight. Which was actually last night's surprise on wrestling. And he said, oh yeah? What happened? Sorry, that's not how he sounds like though, but still. I said, Drew McIntyre turned heel, and he did it much better than that cousin-kissing MF or known as Shane Storm from Fargo, North Dakota, Nitro, West Virginia. Shane Storm is one of the stupidest wrestlers I have ever met, but Drew McIntyre is awesome. How he turned heel. See, how Shane Storm turned heel was he went full blaze and without any good storytelling. Drew McIntyre went to as a heel with good storytelling, unlike Shane Storm, which went guns blazing, no story, get hated a bunch a lot. Also the cyber bully, also the cousin kissing MF and motherfucker. Yeah, I said MF and motherfucker, sorry, motherfucker. So, yeah. And I say he can't sue me for defamation because I am not saying his real name. And he can't sue me for slandering him also because I'm not using his real name from what I gather. Also now I am going to send Matthew to a restaurant that is in Pittsburgh. And it was featured on the show Food Paradise at one time under the episode Steak Paradise Free Prime Cuts. Now, even though this restaurant I'm talking about still has free dollar signs on Google, which means it is expensive. just not as expensive as St. Elmo Steakhouse. This restaurant that's in Pittsburgh, which is not St. Elmo Steakhouse because St. Elmo Steakhouse is in Indianapolis, Indiana, but in Pittsburgh it's meat and potatoes from what I've heard. That's a weird name for a restaurant, but okay. Especially a fancy restaurant, meat and potatoes. But it sounds like a good name for a steakhouse, you know, I do admit. Meat and potatoes. And I said that if we make a video together, and he said, glad to hear, maybe Drew will show these locals how it's done. Yeah, maybe. I hope he doesn't also go guns blazing, but as of right now, I like his heel turn from last night. For two reasons. Because number one, he didn't go guns blazing like Shane Storm did. He had time to build a story. But here's the thing about Shane Storm. He's an idiot for cyberbullying me. That's why I hate him. And here's when he did cyberbully me. He cyberbullied me when I was 17 years old. Now the funny thing is, I thought if an adult bullied a minor, I think they should be about as in trouble as a pedophile should. But of course, no one says I can prove that he did it. Oh, I got proof that he did it. I just didn't screenshot it. You piece of honky ass. Now I need to find some news. I need to find some news like this, but I don't need news like that. That's funny, Big Daddy. That's stupid. Also, the other day I was watching a Dame Drops video, and I said to people, I am watching a black guy who normally makes overly sexual noises and sexual references in most of his videos while reviewing food inside a McDonald's, and he was eating inside there too. The video is by Dame Drops. You gotta love Dame Drops. Now, I wasn't being sarcastic. I do like Dame Drops. But I still think he shouldn't do overly sexual noises and sexual references in a fast food restaurant like McDonald's. He's not gonna really gain anything other than views. Then I also said in another post, if I did what Damn Drops does in public, by the way, and if I did what Damn Drops does in his food reviews in the restaurant, I would be kicked out of the restaurant and or get weird looks. And Dame Drops videos are not age restricted. I guess he implies it more than explicitly said the sexual humor or references. And I guess he can get by with it more because he has almost 2 million subs. I have 131 subs on this YouTube channel. So please subscribe to me. I need it more than he does. Just please. Please. I beg of you. Shane Thorne is a pussy. And I can say that.
Have you ever wondered why?
Hold on a minute.
I'm Emma Chamberlain, and my last meal would be a warm chocolate croissant and an iced coffee.
I have some opinions about strip malls, huh?
Get Google Pixel 8 on us on Google Fi Wireless. No trade-in required. This is Pixel 8, the phone engineered by Google, featuring Google AI and an amazing camera. Pair Pixel 8 with our Unlimited Plus plan so you can enjoy high-speed hot.
Spencer, this ranch and your legacy are in peril. You must come home.
Rottweiler, come here. We got a job for you. I'll hold it still. Come on. Yeah, good job. Sit. Good job. All right, we haven't seen these people in a hot minute, Fiona. Ooh, a little Burke. Are you going to head to the Westminster Dog Show? And you're going to learn all about how to be exquisite and gourmet. You want to go to manners class and learn which side of the plate to put your fork and your butter knife on? Rottweiler, what do you think about those people in there? They're in that machine, idiot. Literally look inside of the machine. Are you really that dumb? Are you really that dumb? What? Whoa. Say hello to the Dubbernauts. Be gone. Woo! That was your Rottweiler intro. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like. We can always do a Rottweiler intro, or maybe there's another species that you have in mind. Maybe we do the albino anaconda special. A very rigid, yet soft, albino anaconda that curves to the left special. Greetings and salutations, my little... Sometimes you have a dud. What do you call when you shoot a blank? Yeah, I'm shooting blanks today. How's it going? What do you think about... Can you tell me about... Shit, I got nothing to say. I have no topics, guys. Today I'm just gonna be doing my thing. There's not really a word for it. We could say it's doing my DMT. Today we're going to be doing DMT. Yes, it's DMT, but it's also a game. Recently, I took a trip to LA and I became fascinated about the concept of strip malls. A strip mall is simply a shopping center, but they're a little bit more quaint. I mean, that's the way that I see them. I feel like if it's a shopping center, that means you got
Home Depot, Walmart, Target, Big Olive Garden.
Whereas if you're looking at a strip mall, it's going to be like Subway, sushi, nails, donuts. I'm brought to these strip malls for one thing, and that's food. So once I'm done chowing down on some lamb vindaloo, I don't walk outside and look at the place that's labeled massage and say, now that my belly's full, it's time to get my hog rubbed. I also don't leave the convenience store and look at the place labeled dentist and say, now's as good a time as any. I will say the older I get, the more that strip mall compositions make sense to me because I've experienced more of these things and I'm like, there's a place for it. If I saw something like karate, mattress, Ethiopian, and donuts, only the donuts would have made sense to me as like a 16-year-old. Now I look at this composition and I'm like, okay, cool, karate. Sandy Cheeks does that. What else? Mattress. I went to a mattress store a few years ago because I needed to get one. I never thought I'd be inside of one, but there I was, buying a mattress that cost more than a mortgage payment. That's awesome. Ethiopian, just another solid cuisine option. Donuts, need I say less? Need I say more? Need I stutter? There is an art to how you design your strip mall, and I think the names are very important. The two most common names that I've seen is Plaza and Center. Those are the most common, and I would say that generally speaking, those are the best strip malls. And then there's places called the Shops at, and then they have the location. The Shops at Westfall, the Shops at Dunmorrow. The Shops at isn't the worst. It gets even more like try-hard European by them saying SHOPPES. They couldn't just spell shops normally. They had to spell it ye old shop. And I really love this. I was confused at why it would be named shop with an E, but I looked it up on Google, and Google like gives the best definition ever. It says, a deliberately archaic spelling of shop, used in hopes of imbuing a store with old-fashioned charm or quaintness. You aren't Old English, you are a fucking 18th generation American. Do not spell it ye old shop. If that's the vibe, if what you're selling is like ancient British goods, maybe you can call it ye old shop. By the way, shout out to Strip Mall Stream on Instagram for documenting all the strip mall signs that you come across. Let's take a look at some of these strip mall examples. This one is like the ultimate LA strip mall. This one's a bit more bougie, right? They got a cake shop, they got a pet resort and a pet clinic, Academy of Dance, Treats Unleashed. So they have three things that relate to pets on this one strip mall sign alone. Oh yeah, this one's like whiteified to the max. Bethlehem Village Shops. But it does have an AutoZone. Shout out AutoZone. A haircut place, a pharmacy. I guess the only thing that's different here is this place called Finksburg Desire, which sells toys, DVD, and lingerie. That is gross. This guy's definitely a pervert. Like the classic definition of a pervert. Like so perverted that he wants his name on the sign of his pervert shop. It might not be your guys' desire, but I love all this shit. I love big dildos. I love waggling around big dildos for fun. That might be iDubbbz's desire. Now we're going to be playing a game. It's a strip mall builder game. We have this strip mall sign, and we are going to assign our top 5 businesses to this strip mall. But before we do that, I want to give you an example of how this works. What you'll notice at a lot of strip malls is that they have a statement piece. They have a location that is going to bring a lot of people to the strip mall. Dollar stores are a common strip mall statement piece. You put it there, and everyone notices it, and everyone flocks to it. So that brings people in. That's why it takes the top spot. Next up, I want to put in a generic brandless service like massage. I want to put massage in here because I feel like that is like a defining characteristic of like a good strip mall is you need a place that doesn't necessarily like apply to you. For other people, it might be like shoe repair, and you're like, who the fuck is getting their shoes repaired regularly? I'm not wearing clogs. Like, what are you repairing on my Etnies brand Etnies shoes? Are you puffing up the tongue of my Etnies brand Etnies shoe? Next up, I think we have to add something that is like a non-critical healthcare type of thing. We should do the most useless healthcare thing, which is a chiropractor. So far, this is looking like an average plaza. The thing we're missing here is arguably the most important thing, which is a food component. So I think for this example, we're going to use this restaurant, Curry Zone. Last but certainly not least, we're going to finish it with Subway because I think having some recognizable branded fast food is a good way to wrap it up. There you have it. That is like your average strip mall. I would go here. It is appropriately average. But we're not here for average. We're here for perfect. Now we're going to be making my perfect strip mall. If you don't like it, you can fucking leave a scathing review down below, giving reasons as to why you disagree or agree with my picks. You can leave your top 5. What 5 places would you have in your perfect, like, local? Imagine this place is like 2 blocks from you, and you could walk there. For me, strip malls are all about the cuisine, all about the food, so I have to make my statement piece Alberto's. This is obviously, like, interchangeable. For any of you who have seen my air toes video, I would have any air toes here, to be honest. There has to be like at least one place that you don't use, but you like that it is in your community. And what I would like there to be in my community is a laundromat. I have grown to really like and appreciate laundromats. Number one, they smell amazing. I also like that it's communal. I like that that is an area where people can just, there's